Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Echo हो रहा है. It's echoing. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay. So very beautiful verse. Last week we discussed another very nice verse. Sarvasya cham hridi sannivishto mattasmritirgnanam apohanam cha. No, what did we discuss? Previous verse? Forgot. Aham sarvasya prabhu matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita iti matva. So knowing that aham sarvasya prabhu, Krishna is saying, knowing that I am the Prabhu, the Lord of everybody, matta sarvam pravartate, and everything comes from me. Iti matva, having known this, iti matva bhajante mam buddha. Knowing this, the intelligent worship me. But how? Bhava samanvitaha. So Krishna is saying they will worship with bhava, with love. Meaning, person who understands Krishna's supreme position will give his heart to Krishna. That is why Krishna so mercifully in Bhagavad Gita, many chapters he talks about himself. 9th chapter, 7th chapter, 10th chapter. So in the middle 6 chapters mainly Krishna talks about himself, his opulences. Why? Because he wants to give us the knowledge. Based on that, we can decide that we should worship him. That there is nobody superior to him. Krishna is called Asamordhva. Asamordhva means there is nobody equal to him, nobody superior to him. So knowing Krishna's supreme position, previous verse it says, one has to naturally become a devotee of Krishna. No, the only reason possibly why people don't become devotees of Krishna is because they don't know him. They don't know what he is. They don't know who he is. And they'll just imagine saying that maybe Krishna is like that, maybe Krishna is like that. So they don't come to the stage of worshipping Krishna. But once we hear about Krishna's supreme position, in the 5th chapter, last verse, Krishna said, Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram surudam sarvabhutanam natva mam shantim richati. So Krishna is saying, Bhoktaram yagna tapasam. If you do some puja at home, at the end of the puja, what will the pujari say? After the puja is over. Krishna arpanamastu. Because Krishna is saying, Bhoktaram yagna tapasam. Whatever yagna, whatever tapa, whatever puja, whatever you do, finally it has to come to me. If Krishna does not approve, then whatever puja you have done will not fetch you any result. It is only by the sanction of Krishna. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. Krishna is saying that I am the Maheshwara, the supreme controller of all lokas. Svargaloka, Pataloka, all lokas. Krishna is the supreme controller. Okay, fine, that is Krishna, some supreme position, he is some very big man. Yes, he is a big man, but at the same time, Surudam Sarvabhutanam. Surudam. Surudam means well-wisher. He is our well-wisher and best friend. So Krishna is saying, once you know my position, that I am the biggest, I am the most powerful, yet I am your friend, I am your well-wisher, then Natva mam shantim richati. One experiences peace in his life. Why peace? Because Krishna is with us. I was just gone for some program, so somebody was telling that, somebody was 43 years old. They had a heart attack, right? And then his wife is a devotee, so she's in one of her Pratyusha Mataji's apartments, so she's attending classes, and she started chanting Hare Krishna. And then she said, see, I didn't feel any difficulty when I was going through this. Right? She said, I was just simply chanting Hare Krishna and just leaving it to Krishna. And now, in few days now, everything is all right. Now, husband is back home and is recovering, etc. She said, thanks to all of you that I didn't feel any difficulty dealing with this situation. Because Krishna is there, and she said, Krishna is a miracle. She said, I experienced Krishna's presence in this episode of my life. So why? Because he is our friend. He is our best friend. He will never do anything which is bad for us. He will never tell anything which is bad for us. Whatever he is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything is good for us. Our problem is we don't want to listen to good things. We want to do whatever we want to do. So many people even here, they have been coming to this center for like 2 years, but still they are not chanting. What can we say? How many times have I spoken about chanting? A million times. Still people don't want to chant. What can we do? Can we open their mouth and put Krishna's name in their mouth? We can't do that. So it's our bad fortune that we think that we are intelligent or we know something. We don't take Krishna's name. Just unfortunate souls, that's all. Right? But Krishna wants even our welfare. Even if we don't chant Krishna's name, Krishna wants our welfare. Because he is our best friend. You know who is a friend? In social interactions, we don't understand who is a friend, right? Because when in most need, people will run away. People will not be there for you. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is there with us in the toughest of toughest situations. What is the toughest of toughest situations? Something called death. Even in that time, Krishna is there with us. He doesn't leave us. Even there, he is hoping that somehow we can remember him. Antakale cha maam eva smaran muktva kalevaram. Krishna is saying, somehow you remember me. So Krishna, he is our well-wisher. He doesn't want us to come back and rot in this miserable material world. He's saying, come to me. Experience happiness. Enjoy with me. But we say, no, Krishna, I want to enjoy without you. I want to enjoy going to, what is this mall called? Meenakshi Mall. Where you are not there. Why? If you are there, then you say, follow these rules. Don't eat onion, garlic. Don't do this, don't do that. So we don't want you. You be in temple only. You be in ISKCON Ulima only. We'll go to Meenakshi Mall. But Krishna is coming and telling all this so that we can actually experience real happiness. And that we will experience when we actually go through difficulty. We will experience the power of Krishna consciousness. You would have experienced. Sita Mataji, 2 operations, surgeries. The only thing possibly it should have given strength is the Krishna consciousness. I have gone through more difficulty and I have experienced that. But for Krishna, I would have possibly not survived. Right? So, Krishna is there. Krishna is there with us. All the time he is there. Now, this one is an amazing verse. Can you give that? He kept it and went away. It's a very beautiful verse. 10.9. Okay, so I'll chant, you can repeat. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So very beautiful. Krishna is saying Machchitta. Machchitta means with their minds fully engaged in me. Chitta means mind. Mat means in me, putting your mind in me. Meaning always thinking about Krishna. Machchitta madgata prana. Prana means life. So what they have done, their lives they have given to Krishna. So their hearts they have given to Krishna, their lives they have given to Krishna. So who are these people? Whose hearts they have given to Krishna, whose lives they have given to Krishna? Pure devotees. They are called pure devotees. Pure devotees are those who don't have any other desire in life but Krishna's happiness, Krishna's pleasure. So what do? They have given their heart to Krishna. Which means that they don't have any attachment to anything material. Oh, Prabhu, then what you are saying like this, what about our family? No problem. Family is there. We will take care of family very nicely. Seeing everybody as Krishna's children. But we will not have material attachment. We will have spiritual attachment. What is the difference between material attachment and spiritual attachment? Suresh Prabhu, what is the difference? What is material attachment? What is spiritual attachment? Okay, spiritual, no, but I am talking about family relations. I am saying in family relations, we should not have material attachment, we should have spiritual attachment. Okay. Okay, that's one. What else?
Involving our family into.
Yeah, involving our family in Krishna consciousness. See, knowing that every jiva is actually child of Krishna. Krishna is saying, Am bija pratapita. Krishna is saying, I am everybody's father. So whoever is there in the house, they are all Atma and they are all Krishna's children. Okay. Now, then, I am Atma. Whoever else is in the house, they are also Atma. But then we have taken some body temporarily. We have taken a temporary body. Now, because we have taken the temporary body, we have some temporary relations. So then somebody becomes a husband, somebody becomes a wife, somebody becomes a child. But when we see them, we should understand saying that, oh, they are also souls. They are also Atma. And as Atma, what we are supposed to do? We are servants of Krishna. You have to serve Krishna. So what do? We try to engage everybody in Krishna's service. Today morning I was talking to one Mataji and she was very upset saying that, Prabhu, my children don't chant Hare Krishna. I said, children don't have to chant Hare Krishna. You give them prasadam. By honoring prasadam, they are doing seva to Krishna. By just taking prasadam which has been offered to Krishna, by eating that prasadam, they are doing service to Krishna. It's service. Because it is prasada given by Krishna. So we are respecting, we are honoring it, that is service to Krishna. Let them allow you to come to the temple, that is service to Krishna. Don't force them. I was telling, don't force children. Just give them whatever they like in Krishna consciousness. It could be anything. It could be kirtan, it could be prasadam, it could be, whatever they want. And they'll become devotees in course of time. So family, we should look at everybody thinking, how do I bring this soul to Krishna? That is spiritual relationship. And now, I don't have necessarily any relationship with, for example, Srija Mataji. But I was concerned about her surgery. Why? Because she is a devotee. So this is spiritual relationships. So just like we deal with other devotees, we show them care, we show them, just like that we will do with people at home also. They are also devotees. Some have already become devotees, some are in the process of becoming devotees, some will become devotees in the future. But still they are all devotees. So we take care of them and give them Krishna Prasad, give them opportunity to serve Krishna. And not materially. Oh, he is my son, he is my daughter. But for how long he is my son or my daughter? Till I am in this body, he is my son or my daughter. After I leave this body, I don't know who he is, I don't know who that person is gone. In Bhagavatam, there is one incident. There is one king, Chitraketu. Now this Chitraketu is actually a great devotee. Okay, but somehow he was too much attached to family. He had many wives, he was a king, so he had many wives, but he did not have children. So he is very, very unhappy. Thinking, see, I am married, I have so many wives, but I don't have children. What is the use of marriage? What is the use of this big kingdom? So he becomes very disappointed. So then once, one sage by name Angira Muni comes to him. And Angira Muni is enlightened person. So just by looking at him, he was able to figure out, saying that, okay, this king is attached, materially attached. But then he simply asked, saying that, what happened? What is the reason for your unhappiness? Then the king says like this, I have all this, but I don't have children. So then the Muni says, okay, you're sure you want to have children? Yeah, he said, yes, I want to have children at any cost. He said, okay, fine. So by his mystic power, he gives them benediction, blessing, saying that, okay, you will get a child. That child will be called Harsha Shoka. Harsha Shoka. What is the meaning of Harsha? Happiness. Shoka? Sadness. So he named him Happiness, Sadness. So he named him Harsha Shoka and he just went away. Before the king could ask, obviously somebody will ask, right? You can keep the name as Harsha. Nobody keeps name as Shoka. So he was curious, saying that why did the Muni name my son as Harsha Shoka? But before he could ask, the Muni left because he knew what was going to happen next. So then this king had so many wives. So one wife, the most senior wife, her name is Kritadyuti. So she gave birth to a son by the blessing of the Muni. Now he had so many other wives. Now what happened? One wife became pregnant, one wife gave birth to a child. So naturally now the king is spending more time with her because of that happiness that she's given him a son. Then what happens to everybody else? All others become jealous. So then they try, they do this, finally it goes beyond their control. What they decide? They decide to kill that child. So much of envy. So then they all come together and then they poison the child. And the child dies. When the child dies, when the mother and father come to know about it, so when the child was there, they experienced what? Harsha. And when the child died, they experienced Shoka. So much of distress that they are not even letting the child's body taken for final rites. So distressed. Then again Angira Muni comes. Now he comes with Narada Muni. Both of them come. And then both the king and his wife are so sad and crying continuously and nobody is able to pacify them. Then Angira Muni comes and says, Raja, do you remember me? I am the same Rishi who came and gave you this son. And I named him Harsha Shoka. Now here is my very dear friend Narada Muni. So he will talk to you. Then Narada Muni asked the king, queen, why are you so unhappy? What is the reason for your unhappiness? Then queen says, oh Muni, what you don't know, but you are asking still, I am telling that we lost our son died. Oh, your son died? Yes, see, his body is lying here. Narada Muni says, okay, just wait. So he does some, by his yogic power, then he brings that Atma back into the body. The person who had left the body. He brings the Atma back into the body. And then that child, he wakes up like he's sleeping. He got up from sleep. So now father and mother were very happy. They said, oh, Narada Muni brought our son back to life. Narada Muni asks, child, your parents are in distress. Why did you leave them and go? The boy looks at Narada Muni and says, oh Muni, which life are you talking about? Which parents are you talking about? I am an Atma and I've taken so many janma, so many births. These were parents in which birth? And then Narada Muni says, no, this last birth, you were here, you were their son, you died. Then the boy says, yeah, it's all our karma phala. How much of our time we are destined to be in a particular house, in a particular body, we'll be there and then we will go. So my time in this body is over. So I've gone. But for some reason you have brought me back, so please send me. My time is over in this body. So then they hear this and they become enlightened. So we don't have any son, any daughter, nothing. They're all temporary relations. They are there today, they will not be there tomorrow. Some time will come when either we have to go, they have to go, somebody will go. And then those relations come to an end. So that is why Arjuna is called, Krishna scolds Arjuna. Shochananva sochastham pragna vadamsha bhashase gatasu nagatasumsha nanu shochanti pandita. He is called saying that you are lamenting for this body, but this body is temporary, it will go. So pure devotees, they don't live life like that. Pure devotees don't live life on the material platform. Oh, this is my body, then happiness and distress connected to the body. No. So this verse describes how do they live their life. Now we know how ordinary jivas live their life, which is all of us. Our life is centered around our family. But pure devotee's life is not centered around family. Pure devotee's life is centered around what? Krishna. Pure devotee's life is centered around Krishna. Centered around Krishna means what? For doing anything, they will think whether this can be done, not done, whether this is good for me, not good for me, whether it is favorable for me to advance in Krishna consciousness or not. This is pure devotee. Somebody calls us for a function, saying, oh, okay, let's go. We'll eat nice food, we'll talk to our relatives and come. This is for those who are family attached. But for a pure devotee, if somebody says, please come for function, what will you think? He'll ask so many questions. No? What all questions will a pure devotee ask? These are training for you. What will a pure devotee ask? If suppose somebody comes and calls him for a function, what will he ask? What is the first question he will ask? That everybody will ask. Okay, when is the program? Okay, then. First thing he'll ask, saying that, is there prasadam or non-prasadam? So where are you getting food catered from? Oh, some party guy, some onion garlic. No, I can't eat this. I want prasadam. Can you arrange for it? So he is making that person also devotee now. So in my house, this is what happens. Anybody calls me, I say, what about my prasadam? He says, yes, everything arranged. So either it will come from temple or some devotees will cook, something will happen. Prasadam will come. So then what else will he ask? Prasadam then. What other things will the person ask? Yeah, what are you doing? Say, putting some music and dancing. Nowadays, Indian marriages have also become like this. Some, what they say? Some sangeet. My daughter is behind me saying that we'll have sangeet. I said, I'm not going to come to your marriage if you have all this nonsense. This is not our Sanskriti at all. This is not our culture. Something, somebody introduced something and we think that is culture. So first we'll saying that, okay, is there, are you having some rituals? Is there some Pandit, Pujari coming? So then tell me what time it is. Maybe I will come then. Right, then we will ask what time it is. If it is Ekadashi, if it is some function, some other program. So pure devotee, his life is around Krishna. So he's not thinking, oh, okay, no, I have to go. They have called me. They'll feel bad if I don't go. Pure devotee doesn't think like that. Why? Because his heart is in Krishna. His heart is in Krishna. So he's always going to think, is Krishna going to be pleased with me? Am I going to hurt Krishna? Krishna will get hurt also, is it? What do you think? Krishna will get hurt or no? If Krishna is a stone, he will not get hurt. Is Krishna a stone? No. Krishna is a person. Krishna has feelings. Krishna likes. Krishna feels sad. Krishna has all these feelings. Now, when will Krishna be happy? When we do whatever he is saying. He'll be happy. Why he'll be happy? Because it's good for us. He doesn't have any ego saying, see, I'm happy because they're following what I'm saying. No. By following what I'm saying, it will be good for their life. So Krishna will be happy. When we do things which are not good for us, Krishna will feel bad. Krishna will feel, especially for devotees, he'll feel, What is this? This person has become a devotee, is chanting my names, still is doing such bad things. How can I help this person? So we should always, a Krishna conscious person, a pure devotee is always thinking, I don't want to hurt Krishna. I want to please Krishna. I don't want to hurt Krishna. So he will never do anything which displeases Krishna. That is why Mat Chitta, their heart is full of Krishna. They can't, nothing else comes to their mind. First Krishna comes to their mind, then everything else. Then their own situation, their own problems, their own this, that, everything comes later. First is Krishna. And they've given their lives to Krishna. They want to serve Krishna. They don't come to Krishna to ask anything from him. They come to Krishna to give him happiness. This is pure devotee. Now what Krishna is saying, what do they do? What is their life? Bodhayantaha parasparam. Bodhayantaha means, bodhana means instructing or sharing, saying that you do this, you don't do this. So when we are in the association of devotees, we will discuss. Somebody will say, okay, you should do this, today is Ekadashi, don't do this, do that. This is Bodhayantaha. Whatever we know, we will share with others. Whatever they know, they will share with us. Parasparam means between ourselves, we will share. Right? And Kathayantas. Kathayantas means they will discuss about Krishna. Where do we find information about Krishna? Where do we find information about Krishna? Which books? Which book specifically? Bhagavad Gita and then Bhagavatam. Now Bhagavatam has Krishna Katha. Bhagavad Gita is Katha by Krishna. He gave the class. Who gave the class in Bhagavad Gita? Krishna gave the class, right, to Arjuna. Arjuna was sitting and hearing. Krishna was sitting and he was giving class. But then Bhagavatam is other devotees talking about Krishna. What do they talk about? They first want to know Krishna's position, Krishna's supreme position. Then they will say, oh, see, Krishna has created this whole universe by just one drop of his opulence. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ekam Shena Sthito Jagat. He says, one amsha. By my one amsha, this material world is sthita, means it is running. What is that amsha? Paramatma. Paramatma is in our heart, is just an amsha of Krishna. So, devotee said, see, this whole world is running because of Krishna. Why whole world? We are alive because of Krishna. We can think because of Krishna. Why forget about thinking? We can digest food because of Krishna. We can sleep because of Krishna. Everything that we are doing is because of Krishna. So devotees discuss this, saying, see, without Krishna we can't exist. How can we forget him? Those people who forgot Krishna lost their prana during COVID. They lost their air. Why? Because they didn't want to think about Krishna. Right? So, even to breathe, to be alive, we need Krishna. Then they say, okay, Krishna is Sarva Karana Karanam. Everything is because of him. Then they'll say, okay, but Krishna also, he does so many pastimes. He comes to this material world. He takes so many other forms, avatars. Then they'll discuss about Krishna's various avatars. Which avatars do we know? What all avatars do we know? Vishnu, okay. Vishnu is more than an avatar. We call him Vistarane, expansion, because he doesn't necessarily come to the material world. Avatara means avatarati iti avataraha, means he is come down from spiritual world to this material world. So what other avatars you know? Narsimha. Narsimha. What Narsimha does? He comes out of the pillar and does what? He kills whom? Hiranyakashipu. Why did he kill Hiranyakashipu? Because he was troubling Prahlad. And who was Prahlad? Devotee. So now, when you read Bhagavatam and when you read about Narsimadev, then what will you understand? Saying Krishna protects his devotees in the form of Narsimadev. Then, who else? What other avatars you know? Kurma avatara. What did Kurma do? What is Kurma? Kurma means tortoise. What did Kurma do? What were they trying to do? See, these things we should know. We should know these things. And these things they are there in Bhagavatam. How many of you have Bhagavatam at home? Bhagavatam? Yatharup. How do we serve Bhagavatam? So then, are you serving Bhagavatam? Start serving. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. See, 5 minutes. It just takes 5. Say you have only 5 minutes for Krishna. Krishna is happy with that also. See, but Bhagavatam cannot be served by keeping it as it is. Then Krishna will be unhappy. Saying that, they've taken me home, but they're not serving me at all. Please serve 5 minutes in a day. One of you should start serving from today. Open Bhagavatam, start reading. Shivani, we can't keep Krishna as he is. We can't just keep him home, take him home and put it in a cupboard. Or some people are even, they don't even open the box. They put it on the attic only. Krishna don't come down at all. And then when there is difficulty, then we run behind him. Krishna is saying, Arey Baba, I'm here only. Open me and serve me every day, no? Then I know, I will do whatever is required. No. Krishna, you be upstairs only. I'll call you when I need you. Kya has rahe aap? We have to serve Krishna. First of all, we have to have Krishna at home, which is Bhagavatam. We have to have Krishna in the form of Bhagavatam at home, and we should serve him every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. What happens when we do Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya? Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu. All the things that are inauspicious in our life goes away. What are inauspicious things in our life? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. All these are inauspicious. And when we Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, when we read Bhagavatam every day, all of this goes out. And say there's so many beautiful pastimes like this in Bhagavatam. And what do devotees do? They discuss. They discuss this. That's why Kathayantascha Maam Nityam. Kathayantascha means they will discuss these pastimes. Nityam, all the time. And what happens when they discuss these pastimes? Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Tushyanti means satisfied. They become satisfied in life. They don't want anything else. And they experience happiness. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Ramanti means happiness. So we should understand, saying that this Bhagavatam is the way, is what pure devotees do. What do pure devotees do? They are always engaged in reading Bhagavatam, discussing Bhagavatam, sharing Bhagavatam. See, next month there is a very, very important day called Bhadra Purnima. September 26th is Bhadra Purnima. Okay, this day is very auspicious, either to invite Krishna home in the form of Bhagavatam or to gift somebody Bhagavatam. Actually, it is said that one who gifts Bhagavatam on this day will not come back to this material world. Just by gifting, just simply, you have your brother, sister, somebody, well-wisher, somebody you want to, show your love, gift Bhagavatam to them. So it's a very, very, very most fortunate day for that person. And devotees, they welcome Bhagavatam, they welcome Krishna in the form of Bhagavatam, and they discuss, they read and they discuss. Now, one pastime, of there's one pastime of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni, Bhagavatam 9th canto. Durvasa Muni, you all know Durvasa Muni, gets very angry very easily. So Durvasa Muni somehow became angry on Ambarish. Why? Because Ambarish Maharaj was actually doing a 1 year Ekadashi Vrata. So he taken up some Vrata, something to please Supreme Lord. Now that 1 year was over, so then that time he was just 3 days of fast he did, and he was just about to break that fast, and so when you do upavas, there is something called as parana. You have to break the fast. So this parana time was nearing, right? And then that time, correct, Durvasa Muni came. Now Durvasa Muni is known for his anger, right? Because he's an amsha of Shiva. So he displays anger. So Durvasa Muni came, then the Ambarish Maharaj was a great devotee, so he knew how to deal with great munis and all that. So he tells them saying that, oh Durvasa Muni, you come at the right time, please take prasadam at our home. Durvasa Muni says, okay, fine. So then he goes to the river to take his bath, etc. Then this Parana time was getting over. The time for him to break his fast was getting over. Now, if Parana time gets over, then he doesn't get the result of whatever Vrata he had done. And he had done Vrata to please Krishna. So he didn't want to break it. So then he discussed with his ministers, Brahmanas and all that, and then he decided, okay, I'm going to take few drops of water. Because as per Shastra, drinking water is Upavasa and also breaking Upavasa, both. So by drinking water, we can drink water on Ekadashi, and we can also break Ekadashi by drinking water. So water is considered like that. So then, so what he does, he just takes some 1 or 2 drops of water. And this Durvasa Muni came to know. By his yogic power, he came to know that Ambarish Maharaj had taken few drops of water. So he becomes very angry. He comes and says, what is this Atiti Satkara? Is this how you treat your guests? I am your guest at your house, and without waiting for me, you have eaten. Because Shastra says drinking water is equal to eating. But he is not eaten. He has not eaten anything. He just took 1 or 2 drops of water. Durvasa Muni became very angry. And he curses him, saying that he doesn't curse him. He creates one demon, some asura, some creature he creates, and sends him to kill Ambarish Maharaj. For what? He didn't do anything. He just broke his fast by drinking 1 or 2 drops of water. Now he was a king. Now, and he was also a great devotee. Now he could have fought back. He could have done something. But Ambarish Maharaj didn't do anything. Why? Because Durvasa Muni was a very respectable Muni. So with folded hands, he is just standing. Just imagine. Somebody did something unfair to you. Moreover, he is sending one demon to kill you. And you are not even responding. You are simply standing. Ambarish Maharaj is standing with folded hands. That's all. And he is remembering the Supreme Lord. That's all. Now Vishnu got worried. Right? So Vishnu had already sent his Sudarshana Chakra before to Ambarish Maharaj for his protection. Now as soon as this demon is approaching Ambarish to kill him, what happens? Sudarshana Chakra comes and kills that demon, destroys that demon. Not only destroys the demon, then what it does? It runs behind the creator of the demon. Who was the creator? Durvasa. So it now starts running behind Durvasa. Durvasa Muni. That is Sudarshana Chakra. Who can escape? Not some Mera Gera Chakra. Sudarshana Chakra. So then he runs to Brahma. Says, Brahma, please help me. Brahma says, Are Baba, Sudarshan Chakra, what I can do? See if Shiva can do anything. Please go to Shiva. Then he runs to Shiva. And Shiva says, No, I can't disrespect Vishnu Sudarshana. So I also can't help. So please go to Vishnu only. And then Durvasa Muni goes to Vishnu. Vishnu says, Am Bhakta Paradina. He says, I am under the curse. Then Sudarshana Chakra is with us. He is protecting us. Right? Then Vishnu is always worried about his devotees. Then Great quality of complete surrender by Ambarisha. He didn't even move. Bhagavatam says he did not even move an inch. He was just standing like this. Demon is coming to kill him. What kind of surrender? No, when devotees come together, they discuss these things. They glorify Ambarish Maharaj, they glorify Vishnu, they glorify devotees, and then they feel happy. Isn't it? Don't you feel happy? Didn't you feel happy hearing about Ambarish Maharaj? This is devotion, and this is what pure devotees do. And when we do this, naturally we feel happiness, we become very peaceful in our life. Otherwise, we are always in tension, we are worried, we are shouting, we are doing this. Most Matajis have trouble in the morning. When children have to go to school. So much of tension. Why so much tension? Because we think that, we are the controllers of time. You have to get up now, you have to do this, and if you don't do, then you're like, oh, no, then we become angry, we scold children. But somebody who becomes a devotee of Krishna, he doesn't bother so much. He says, okay, I will do my effort, then Krishna will give him intelligence, then they'll figure out some way by which to wake up children, maybe 5 minutes earlier only. All this will happen if you remain calm and dependent on Krishna. But if you become agitated and we are shouting and this and that and all that, then first of all, children will feel so bad. Like one Mataji was telling in one of my classes last week, saying that, she got so upset that she ended up beating her child. I said, Arey Baba, what is this? I mean, you want to make your children, take care of your children or trouble them. No, but I just lost my patience. No, it's not required. Because when we hear Bhagavatam, then we understand, oh no, Krishna is the controller of time. I am not the controller of time. And we can pray to Krishna, Krishna, please, up to you. I am racing against time. Don't worry, I am in control. Krishna will take care. So like this, anything that we read from Bhagavatam, we hear, it actually gives us a lot of happiness. It gives us wisdom. It tells us how to live life. It helps us to understand our position, helps us to understand Krishna's position, helps us to understand Krishna's love for his devotees. So we will become happy. So now they are going to get prasadam. So I have to, hey, estotappa? Aita? Another 10 minutes. So we can speak some more about Bhagavatam for 10 minutes. Now, what else is there? What other episodes in Bhagavatam? One episode is about Krishna protecting Parikshit. You know who's Parikshit? Parikshit Maharaj. Who's Parikshit Maharaj? I'm going to give quiz for all of you from next week. Parikshit Maharaj is the son of Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu. Who is Abhimanyu? Son of Arjuna. So Abhimanyu was killed, right? How was Abhimanyu killed? Chakravyuha. So they cheated him. All big warriors came together and they did some wrong things to kill Abhimanyu. So he died, and then his son was in the womb of his mother, Uttara. Uttara was mother of wife of Abhimanyu, and she had a child in her womb. So then what happens? Ashwatthama releases a Brahmastra, not one Brahmastra. He releases 6 Brahmastras, and his idea was half an hour. Why late? Okay, go quickly go. Today we are cooking from now, so it's little bit. Last week we were cooking here. Now one more Mataji's place, little 5 minutes away in Arakere, bigger place. So we are cooking there. So little bit, few weeks, little bit it will go up and down because we are not used to cooking so much. So devotees are all anyway. So we can hear Bhagavatam for some time, and then we'll do some kirtan. By the time prasadam will come. So this son of Abhimanyu was in the womb of Uttara. And Ashwatthama, who is Ashwatthama? Dronacharya's son. So Dronacharya was a great Brahmana, a very, very qualified person, and he taught all these Kauravas and Pandavas Dhanur Vidya, military art, military science. Now, after Dronacharya was killed, then Ashwatthama was on the side of Kauravas, right? And Dronacharya was also on the side of Kauravas. Then Ashwatthama, just at that time when Bhima breaks the spine of Duryodhana. So Duryodhana is also lying on the battlefield, is about to die in some time. So Ashwatthama thinks, okay, before my Swami, Duryodhana was his boss, before my boss dies, I want to do something nice to please him. So, thinking what he does, he kills 5 sleeping children of Draupadi. They were sleeping, they were all small children. He kills them, he beheads them, cuts their head. Brahmana, son of a Brahmana, just imagine. So he cuts their heads, puts them in a gunny bag, and takes them and takes it in front of Duryodhana. Duryodhana is lying, about to die. And then he sees this and he becomes very upset. He says, what horrible work you have done. Why did you kill those innocent children? I am not at all happy with this, and disowns Ashwatthama. Now, when this happened, obviously Draupadi was very sad. She lost all her sons at one shot. So she became very unhappy. And then what Arjuna does? Arjuna is very angry. He comes to Draupadi and says, Draupadi, don't fear, don't feel bad. I'm going to capture this murderer and bring him to you. Then I will also cut his head. Then you stand on his head and you take bath. And this is Kaurava, Kurus, Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas have this crazy. They kill means kill. It's like that. We can't understand it, but that is their mood. So Arjuna is saying, I will bind him. I will arrest him. Then we'll kill him, and then you will be, I'll pacify you. Then I'm not going to speak to you now. So then Arjuna goes with Krishna as usual. Krishna is charioteer, so he goes. Now when Arjuna's chariot was fast approaching Ashwatthama realized his horse has become very tired, and then he knows that okay, now no hope, Arjuna is going to come and catch me. So what he does at that time, he fires one Brahmastra. Brahmastra is like super powerful nuclear bomb, you can say, which is generated out of mantra. Brahmastra is generated by mantra chanting. And Brahmastra is such a astra that it's not like this bomb you just throw one bomb from the air and wherever it falls, everybody around there, so for so many miles dies. Brahmastra is not like that. Brahmastra is targeted. It has like location. This person only it has to attack, and it only attack that person. It will not touch anybody else, even beside that. If somebody is sitting beside also, it will not touch. So he fires this Brahmastra, but then Ashwatthama did not know how to take the Brahmastra back. And then Arjuna suddenly sees, this Brahmastra, and then he prays to Krishna, Krishna, what is this? Looks like the world is going to come to an end. So much of heat is getting produced. Krishna is there. Krishna says, no, don't worry. It's just Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. And what do? You also fire one more Brahmastra and retract it, pull it back. So that power is there. Brahmastra can destroy another Brahmastra also, like eat it off, like that. So then, based on Krishna's instructions, Arjuna then, withdraws the Brahmastra, and then Ashwatthama is taken as, bound up and taken to the, to the military camp, and something happens, and then finally Draupadi, Yudhishthira, everybody says, no, we should not kill him, because he's son of a Brahmana, so we should not kill him. So thinking, then they leave him. Then Arjuna cuts his shika, and then there's one jewel on his forehead, so he takes it away, and then they send him away. Now after that, Ashwatthama is still upset. So then what he does? He then fires 6 Brahmastras. He wants to now end all the Pandavas. So he left one Brahmastra each for each Pandava and one Brahmastra for this grandson who is in Abhimanyu's wife's womb. Now this Brahmastra comes to Uttara, near Uttara. Now Brahmastra, like I said, it's like you just destroy the target, right? Now Uttara comes running to Krishna. Krishna Mahabaho, what is that term? He says Mahayogin, you are Jagat Pate, says you are the protector of the whole world and you are a big yogi, you have so much of power. You see, if you want, you can you protect my child in my womb. She is not praying, protect me. She says, if I have to die, it's okay, I am ready to die, but please protect the child in my womb. And then Krishna, what he does? Krishna enters the womb of Uttara. He enters and he becomes visible to Parikshit, to that boy, to that child. He's just like 6 inches tall. And he's loitering around in the womb. Child is seeing this Vishnu form in the womb. And with his Gada and Sudarshana and all that. Then what Krishna does in the womb? Then he destroys that Brahmastra. And then that boy he's saved. He would have died. But because of Krishna who entered the womb of his mother, the boy is protected. The boy is saved. So then this boy, he comes out of he takes birth, he comes out, and his name is Parikshit. Parikshit, Pariksha means he's testing. Whoever he is meeting, he's saying, are you the person who came in my mother's womb and protected me? Are you the person? Are you the person? Are you the person? So his name became Parikshit, means one who is examining. And see, like this, Krishna can do anything to protect his devotees. There is nothing which is beyond Krishna. So when we read these things, we feel so happy. Now, after this incident, Kunti, you know Kunti, right? Who was Kunti? Kunti is Arjuna's mother, right? So her other name is Pritha. So Arjuna is also called Partha. It's called Partha because he is Pritha's son. And another name is Pritha. Now, see in the life of Kunti, can you all from Mahabharata, you would have seen that serial and all that, right? So many problems they had to face, Pandavas. Can you remember what all problems they faced? Pandavas? Agnatavasa. Why did they have to go to Agnatavasa? What happened before that? No, that is Ramayana. No, this one. So in Mahabharata, so what happens? That this Duryodhana wanted to marry Draupadi, but Draupadi did not want to marry Duryodhana because she knew he was a rogue, he was a cheater. She didn't want. But Duryodhana was always, he was, and then even Karna also wanted to marry Draupadi. So what happens? Now in Kshatriyas there is one rule saying that if somebody comes and demands you to play a game of dice, Dyuta, you have to play. You can't say no. That is Kshatriya Dharma. If somebody calls you for a war, you have to fight. You can't say no. Like this, there are some dharmic principles for Kshatriyas. So then all these Pandavas are brought into this gambling match where they put dice. And then what happens in the gambling match? Yudhishthira loses everything. And then he's thinking, now what else do I have? And Karna through Duryodhana says, your wife is there. Put her also on this one. So then they play for Draupadi and then Yudhishthira loses. And so that was the first incident. Then because of that, they were disrespected, they lost their kingdom, they were sent to the forest, then they had to be 1 year without being recognized. Then Duryodhana is still trying to kill them. That Lakshagraha, house of wax, right? Where Duryodhana very intelligently puts all of them in one house made of lac. Lac means this wax. Wax. Now, how easy, how difficult it is to burn a house made of wax. Simply one place you burn one wall, then whole house will burn. So now they had put put them here inside, and Duryodhana's plan was on some particular day that it's going to be set on fire. Now somehow, because Krishna is there, Krishna is always helping. So somehow Pandavas come to know Yudhishthira through I think Vidura, some very cryptic language they speak, and Yudhishthira comes to know that on a particular day this house will be burnt. And then what they do before that? They make one underground tunnel.